You know, I always see people struggling with consistency. They always say that, oh, I just lack discipline, or I'm just not that productive enough, I just don't want to do it, and other stuff like this. But in reality, if they just solve this one thing that I'm about to tell you in this video, they would completely transform their entire productive routines. That they would literally be able to achieve any kind of goal that they so desire, as long as they just convert this one simple mindset that I did myself a couple of years back, and it led to the biggest achievement that I ever received in the education system. I literally got the respect from my English teacher to such a degree that she literally put me in front of older guys, in older classes, so that I would present the presentation in front of them. It wasn't anything big. We were just meant to write this one big essay on like an A4 paper, basically about any kind of topic that we were interested in. At first, I was just thinking to myself that, what would they actually like? I originally wanted to write about the universe, about the sheer scale of it, and how big it actually is. But then I thought to myself, what if people won't actually like it? What if I write about something that is more appealing and something that we actually study? Like history, for example. I was really big into the Siege of Vienna of 1683 around this time, so I really wanted to write about it. But in the end, something inside of me changed the last second. As I was about to start writing about the Siege of Vienna, I just thought to myself, is this really something that I want to write about? Researching for the next 3 hours when I can just, you know, gather the knowledge about the universe that I've already been studying like a madman for the past 6 months and just dump it all in there and be done within like 30 minutes? And that's exactly what happened. In the last second, I decided that I'm about to go with the universe. And so I did. I wrote the entire thing within like 30 minutes. And bro, I entered such a strong state of flow that this was literally my first experience with being in a deep, productive routine. I'm not joking when I say this. That was literally the first time when I felt true mindfulness. Like I was one with the task that was in front of me. There was no separation. It was literally just a sense of oneness. And I felt it completely. And literally, as I finished it, my mom came in. And of course, she doesn't understand English that much. But she started complimenting me, like, you wrote all of this without even using Google Translate? And I was like, yeah, of course. I just wrote it in. And of course, she knew that my English was incredible even back then. And so she understood it that I would be able to write about all of these things, but she didn't expect it to such a degree. And then when I presented all of it, I just said it out loud without any problems whatsoever. And it was perfect. The teacher, she literally still remembers me to this day just because of that one project alone. And she literally even, like I already said, she already started putting me up in front of people in older classes so that they would get inspired by me. And it all started with the one thing: focusing on yourself, and everything around you just gets better. You will literally start to get rewards without even desiring for them. They will come at such different times and at such random times. And the best thing, you won't even desire them. The main thing that will be actually fulfilling you is the work in front of you. So now, I would like to ask you this. I know that we all know about the things like, oh, you shouldn't do it completely just for others, but you should do it for yourself. Because when you focus on yourself, this is even psychologically and metaphysically proven too, that when you focus on yourself and on your own self growth, for purely your own reasons, then everything around you just gets better. People start to like you more, you make more money, it gets attracted to you easier, you attract higher quality people, you attract better health in general, and yeah. But I want you to now take this a step further. You see, I want you to take those desires that you hold right now: making money, finding relationships, whatever else you might hold, like boxing, getting a better health, physical or mental one, I don't care, it's completely up to you. And I want you to determine one thing. Did you actually consciously start to desire it yourself? Did you pick that desire, or did someone else pick it for you? Now, of course, money is like the only exception for this, right? Because our entire world revolves around money. So we cannot, just deny it. Like something like, I don't know, romantic partners, for example. We can't live without it, and that's completely fine. That doesn't mean that it should be something that we repulse, of course. Because remember, you can get anything in this universe as long as you desire it within, to such a degree that you no longer need to see reality change. And that's not an exaggeration. Manifestation literally proves this. People have manifested billions of dollars before. They have manifested vacations. They have manifested literally entirely new lives. And I've seen all of it with my own eyes. This is not some kind of a woo-woo science. If you just do it for yourself, and not in that sense of just, grinding for yourself. That's level 1. Level 2 is deciding, like, the end destination, those desires, those goals, if they are yours or not. Because if they are inauthentic to you, like, if someone decided for you that they are yours, and they force you to go on that path, instead of you actually consciously deciding that, yeah, you want to do it. Of course, someone might have encouraged you, but in the end, you made the final verdict that you want to do it, like being a basketball player or whatever that it is that you so desire to achieve in this life. So yeah, I want you to deeply think about it. Because if you don't live completely with authenticity, then you're just not gonna make it. It's not gonna happen. You're gonna completely repulse it forever and ever. You see, a part of why I actually do this YouTube career in the first place is of course for money. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm not gonna be some gay guy who's just gonna stand here and say that, oh no, I just do it for myself. I no. I also do it because of money. But the deeper desire that I actually hold, which holds like 90% of my entire desire of why I actually do this in the first place, is because I just want to help you. I want to benefit you. I want you to get stronger as a man, mentally, physically, and in your wealth and relationships desires, and in skills such as manifestation, discipline, productivity, willpower, and all of these things. Don't worry, I won't let you behind, because I'm someone that literally gets breakthroughs every single day, basically. I just grow so much exponentially that if you just spend a day with me, your brain would get literally rewired forever. But that's besides the point. So, even those desires that you hold right now, and they're inauthentic, like here's how I did it with money, right? Of course, there was the surface desire of actually getting the material thing. But think about it. How do you actually receive money? You get it from people, because life is people when you think about it. And so the logical thing would be to not record the videos for the money, but to satisfy the people that actually watch my videos, which is something that of course I knew since day one, but I wasn't consciously aware of it. And that's why my channel has been so stagnant for the past like 6 months or so. And that's completely fine, because we are meant to learn these lessons along the way. And then, as you transform these desires and you start to do it for yourself, for something authentic, because of course, helping other people is something authentic for me, and not actually earning that cash, because I never was that kind of guy who would flex on others with money and stuff like that. No. It was always about the immaterial things, before the material. And so yeah, now I want you to take the true and understand the true esoteric / metaphysical meaning of having a great relationship with God. Because you see, everything that you see around yourself. This balcony, for example, it was first made in the mind of a man who has a finite mind. But our finite minds were created from a higher source, from the infinite source, meaning, and the infinite source has created us. And nature and everything that you see around yourself that's natural. And the fact that our minds were created from a higher source means that we also share an aspect of that higher source within us. We share an aspect of the infinite, which is the ability to think. We think, and therefore we are. That's the God within. That's the Father that Jesus Christ was describing. Me and my Father are one, but He is greater than I. You understand this now, right? So let's use our power of imagination to our benefit. Let's use it to actually experience our desires so much within that we don't desire them without, and that we just are so emotionally compelled to just take physical action towards it. That's what you must do right now. Because if you actually change this mindset and you start to live completely for yourself, even when it comes to your desires, your prime source of motivation and of discipline, then of course everything will change for you. And you will just be naturally compelled to do these things. This is just the cherry on top. You must experience it completely in your mind, both through your thoughts and through your emotions, until it feels completely natural, like second nature to you. And then, after you do that meditation, where you do that visualization or of affirmation or whatever technique that you choose every single day, you just be aware that the old frequency, your old state of mind, will try to pull you back into it so that you keep reliving the same reality over and over again. But don't let that sway you. Just stay with the Lord and remember that the world is always trying to affect you. It is always trying to sway you, to get your energy and stuff like that. But I guarantee to you that if you just stay on this, if you always remember the purpose of why you're doing and why you're achieving this desire in the first place, then you won't have any problem with staying in that new frequency of yours, with staying with God. Because that way, results will literally get attracted to you, like there is no tomorrow whatsoever. You'll be so naturally compelled to do those things that just bring you results with like the least amount of action. Like it will be completely insane. And so yeah, that's the game. Just change those desires to be authentic for you, and if you don't desire them, then just throw them out. If you realize that, oh yeah, they're just something that someone else implanted onto me, then just throw them out and don't even bother with them anymore. But if you still redirected that into something authentic for you, then that's completely fine. It should continue in that. And then, of course, we want to experience it within to such a degree that you no longer need to see reality change to get it. You just stay in that state naturally, that emotional state, and it just comes to you, and you get emotionally compelled to do the action that actually leads you there on the physical plane, because we live on 3 planes: mental, spiritual, and physical. And when you rearrange yourself on the mental plane, like we've been doing in this video, then you'll be compelled to do the right things physically, because the right practicality is preceded by the right mentality. And yeah, then everything just falls into place. Congratulations. Now you're living a life fully authentic to you. And by the way, if you want to supercharge your progress on self-improvement, on manifestation, on stoicism, discipline, willpower, productivity, and all of these things that improve your life as a man, and as a woman too, as a matter of fact, then you can check out my Timeless Reader's Mindsets in the description. Don't worry, it isn't some kind of an yeah bro course where I'll tell you impractical theory like they did in school. No. We're gonna take your growth a step further, and we're gonna evolve you literally to the point of you being unrecognizable within the next just 6 months in whatever you desire to achieve. So yeah, go check it out. First link in the description. Thank you very much for watching this video. And remember, no one is better at being you